Okay, great. Welcome everybody. This is a little update on Loom. Before we dive into Loom and what it is, I just wanted to let you know that Miranda, I don't know, is Miranda in the meeting right now? Is she here? There she is. Miranda has gone through and started adding these Wednesday workshops into our My Learning plan. So you can go in there and request PDUs for attending these Wednesday workshops. If you attend them now or if you watch them after the fact, just go in and make sure you record them in the system. So just wanted to put a little plug in for that if you're looking for extra PDUs, because I know you're going above and beyond trying to learn all that you can during this time. So might as well get a PDU for it. Yeah, big thanks to Miranda. And she just said, just search for Wednesday workshop and search for today's date. So that will help you find the workshops. If you're interested in watching these after the fact, please go to www.losdlogic.org, and all of the previous recordings of these are available there to watch. Yes, yeah, get PDUs whether you attend today or if you watch later. Time is time. So please make sure that you're getting credit for anything that you've attended, and just trying to make sure that you're getting all you can out of this professional development experience. Okay, with that being said and that being out of the way, let's talk about what Loom is. Loom is another program for screencasting. And when I'm talking screencasting, I'm talking about recording what is happening on your computer while you are showing your picture in the corner and talking, which is a very useful thing right now. The closest thing I can compare it to is probably Screencastify, which we have been talking about for the last few weeks, talking about here's how you log into Screencastify, here's how you make a video. Both Loom and Screencastify, they both work on any Chromebook, any laptop, anything that's running Chrome, anytime you want to screencast there. So they both work on Chrome. They both record your screen, or they both record your face and your screen and your audio at the same time. So how are they different? Really, it comes down to where they save and how you share. So if we're looking here, the big difference is that Screencastify is very much in the Google universe. It saves to Drive, and then you can share from Drive, or you can upload it to YouTube and share it out then. And we know that it's free until the end of the year. Loom, on the other hand, it saves to Loom, right? To the Loom service. And then how do you share it? Well, you just share the link to your video from Loom, and it's free forever. So, question, do you need to use Loom? No, you don't need to. If you're already using Screencastify, that's fine. But might this solve a couple of problems that we've been having with Screencastify? Perhaps. There's nothing wrong with Screencastify. It's just a preference type of thing. So a lot of teachers were interested in it. So I thought that it would be worth talking about the differences. And today I have invited Russ Irwin. And Russ, if you can unmute and start introducing yourself.
Sure, I'll even turn my camera on. Hey, I'm Russ Irwin. I'm the innovation facilitator at Lake Grove, and I've been using this to make videos for my students and tutorials for staff. So Chris, do you want me to just go and present my screen and kind of go in there and show them what it looks like? Or
yeah, I would love for you to just show us like how do you get started with this thing and what does it look like?
Perfect. All right, let me present my screen. Hold on here. Minimize some things here. Give me a second.
Yep. And then while you're doing that, of course, as always, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to add those to the chat. And while Russ is sharing his screen and talking about that, I will kind of repeat your questions to him so that he can address some of them.
Okay. All right. Are we good to go? You guys see it?
Yep.
All right. So the main way the easiest way to get in is using the Loom website. There's also a Chrome extension that you can add, and there's also a desktop extension you can add. I find that if you're going to use it, the best way to do it is to use the Chrome extension because it's right up here and easy to use. But if you want to get signed up, you need to click on Get Loom for free, and you sign in using your Google account from Lake Oswego. I already have my account, so I'm going to get signed in. All right. So once you get in, it kind of looks like YouTube. It has all of your videos saved, and it has folder options that you can save your videos to. But when you want to make a video, you would obviously click on New Video over on the right here, and it gives you a couple options once you click on it. It gives you the option to record your screen and your camera. So if you look in the bottom, you can see that my face is down in the corner, and this is adjustable. You can change the size of it, and you can also change the position of it on the screen. So if there's something down there that students need to see, you can move it around. Also, you can control your recording from here, so you can cancel your recording, or you can start recording right from down there. But you also have the option to just do your screen, so you don't have that little window down there. And if you're addressing your class and teaching, you know, from a whiteboard or doing like a lesson, you can just do the cam only and kind of stand back and let it record you. So it all depends on if you want to do your screen, if you want to be in the screen, or if you want to also, or just do like the camera for like a regular lesson. And I find it's pretty useful because all the videos get dumped in one place, and it's just, you don't have to search through your drive really. It's just kind of pretty convenient for that. But if you wanted to start a new video, click on Start Recording, and then you need to select what you want to be recording. So I need to click on that window, kind of like if you're presenting your screen in Meet. And it'll give you a little bit of a countdown. And now I'm recording what's going on. And when you're finished, you want to click on that green check mark. And now that video is automatically getting uploaded to the site. So you don't need to do any other steps. It's just in there, and you can go in and change the title to anything you'd like. If you mess up and you just stop, you can come over here and just delete the video real quickly. You can go in and trim it. You can do a custom thumbnail, which is like what people see when they look at the video. And the easiest part about this is if you're making a video to share with your students in Seesaw, you can go into the copy link section here. And then when you're posting, whether you're posting an announcement or an activity, you can copy that link right from there. And it's just saves you a couple steps with Drive. You just copy it, go into Seesaw, and you're good to go. It kind of saves you that extra step of going to another place and searching for what you just uploaded there. And then once your video is made, if you go back to my videos here, say that video is something that I wanted to put in a certain place, I can immediately put it in a folder so it's easier for me to view or to find. So are there any questions about it, or Chris, is there something I should add to that?
Yeah, I was just waiting to see if anyone popped anything into the chat. I mean, the nice thing about Loom is it's really easy to just get started with. You just log in with your Google account and then just start recording. I think we have lots of questions coming in right now. So can you show an example of thumbnail? Can you share it to your Drive after you record that? So something else I was going to share. And is it immediate like Screencastify? Paula, what do you mean is it immediate? If you could clarify that. So Russ, if you want to just start.
Sure. Should I do the thumbnail? I'm just not looking at the meet screen, so I can't see the chat. So if I want to do a custom thumbnail, a lot of the times you might want to just have like maybe like a picture of you or something that says like a video from your name, and you can drag that into this box here. It's not quite like YouTube where you can go through and like choose a section of your video that you want to put in there. But I haven't really used that aspect. I just kind of send the video out as is. Like if they're asked to watch it, you're not like using it to like catch someone's eye, really. It's just kind of a required video.
Yeah. The idea of a thumbnail is like sometimes when you record something with Google Meet or you upload it to YouTube, it just randomly chooses a frame from your video, and sometimes those frames aren't very flattering. So being able to choose a custom image that gets displayed before your video starts, I think that's very useful. If you verify your YouTube account, you're able to do the same thing on YouTube, but it's nice to know that feature does exist in Loom. Russ, the next question, actually, Paula asked, is it immediately like Screencastify? Like Google Meet takes a couple minutes to like process and show up in Drive, but Screencastify is immediately in Drive. I believe it is immediate, correct, Russ?
Yeah. I mean, as soon as you hit the like stop, it shoots you to a new window in Chrome that it has the video loading, and usually it just takes a couple seconds for it to load up. I'd say less than a minute. Yeah.
The other question that was coming in, and I kind of wanted to talk about this too, because Loom saves right to your Loom folder within Loom, like it's kind of nice because all the videos are like right there, and you can like put videos into folders, and so like all your videos kind of a separate place. But sometimes it's really useful to be able to either save this into your Drive because you want to keep it, or maybe you wanted to download it and then like upload it to YouTube so you could get it into Google Slides. This is one of the kind of tricky things about Loom, is that using it with Google Slides is difficult because if it isn't in YouTube, you can't get it into your Google Slides. So Russ, is there a way that you can download the videos to your computer so you could upload them to Drive or to YouTube? And Russ, are you muted?
Sorry about that. All right. So once you've got it on, like if you're looking at the page for the video, right underneath by the title here, it's got download, and you can download it to your desktop or your laptop. And I believe on the iPad, it's got like those three dots, and if you click on the three dots, there's a download or save to photos or videos option as well. So it doesn't have to be on the website. You can have it. You can have like a physical copy of the video.
So again, with the whole sharing thing, one of the reasons why people have been a little bit leery about like putting things on YouTube is when you share a YouTube link, you get ads, right, and suggestions. And so we're suggesting that you run a YouTube link through like ViewPure or something like that. But if you're using Loom, because it's not a YouTube link and there's like no ads or suggestions, if you just share the link right from Loom, it's just the Loom video, right? There's like no ads or anything, right?
Correct. Yep. Nope. No nonsense. Just your video.
But it is nice to know that if you needed to get it out to like Google Drive or Google Slides, you can click that download button and you can download the video right to your computer, and then you can put it anywhere. So it's just like an extra step to get it into your Drive or YouTube. But, a lot of people are just leaving it on Loom and just using the links right from there. What else is coming in here? Oh, this is a great question. After reading a picture book, how do you edit and watch it back before it gets posted? Russ, could you show us some of that trim feature and like where you could maybe trim a video before you post it out and share the link?
Sure. Let's see here. I actually have not trimmed a video on here yet, so that I would be I'm fishing here.
Oh,
Let's see here. Let's see if I start. I'm recording, playing my video here. Let's see here, toggle. Yeah, I apologize for not knowing.
okay. Is that start trimming button? Is it? Can you click that and then I think it puts up little red tabs.
Where's the? What am I looking at here?
It's a.
Oh, start trimming. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. So the deal with the red tabs that you're seeing right there, the red tabs are the part of the video that will be trimmed out. So you can actually trim multiple sections out. It's a little bit different from Screencastify, where you just trim the beginning and the end of the clip. It's a little bit more complex than that, but when you post a video, you can just click that trimming, and then you can select parts of the video that you don't want to be on there, and then you just click remove. And then it would chunk that out of your video. And then you can click start trimming again from wherever you are in the timeline, and then you can select another piece of your video to trim out. So if you wanted to trim the beginning and trim the end, you would click the start trimming button, you'd select the beginning where you want to trim it out and remove it, and then select the end and remove it, and then when you're done, then that'll be live and publish changes, and then that link will still be the same, but now it will trim up your video. So yeah. Let's see here. Okay, Cecilia Clark says, before you copy the link, you need to go and open the advanced options and make it public so that everyone can open the link if you're sharing it with several people. So yeah, from that, under the copy link there that Russ has on, right now it is set to link sharing. So that means that if you copy the link into Seesaw or into Google Classroom, anyone who clicks on that link should be able to see it if they have the link. So that's what we like. If it's public, then it could like appear on a Google search, like it's wide open. Link sharing should be good enough for most of our purposes because that's how we're kind of sharing things anyway. So great questions, people. Any other questions about this Loom platform?
Chris, I would also add that this is way easier because the default is link sharing for only people with the link. And if you're using Drive, our default is only people in the LOSD school district. And a lot of times kids or like the primary students are logged in with their parents' Google accounts on their devices. So this saves you a step from having to go in to change the settings on those as well.
I agree with that, Russ. A lot of people have been having issues, been trying to share the link from Google Drive, but then they have to like select the
settings and right.
Yeah, it gets kind of messy. So Loom is definitely a good solution for a lot of those issues that people had been working with. Previously, I had thought that Loom was a paid service, and it was until this whole thing happened, and now they're actually offering it pro features free to teachers, and they are offering that free indefinitely. Screencastify is only going to be free until the end of the year. So this might actually be a really good alternative going forward. And the more I use it, the more I like it. If you want a more in-depth tutorial, Russ did create like a 10-minute video that really walks you through a lot of this stuff step by step, and that's on losdlogic.org under the video recording tab, and you can just go and find that video and walk through it. Any other questions that you have out there, please put those in the chat. But I think it's the important things to take away from Loom are, one, it's free for teachers, and they've said it will be free indefinitely. So that's amazing. Two is that Loom saves within itself, and so it creates a place for all your videos like out of your drive in an organized place in Loom. 3 is that when you're sharing the link to it, you're not sharing a YouTube link, so you're not getting ads and suggestions. So that's pretty awesome. I think that it has a pretty good quality, and if you're using like beyond the Chrome thing, if you actually download it for your desktop, for like your Mac or your PC, you can actually get really HD, like high def quality audio and video on it. So it's a little bit better quality than Screencastify sometimes. And then also that, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of benefits to it. And I think that if you are going to make the jump from Screencastify to Loom, just some things that you have to just keep in mind is that if you want to share it into slides or to YouTube, you're going to have to download it to your computer and then push it up to, then you'll have to push it up to YouTube or to your drive. So that's the big thing that I think we need to know about Loom. Russ, any other comments, or does anyone have any other pieces of advice? Or Miranda just posted the video there, the link to that video page. Russ,
I don't think so, Chris. I feel like my video is pretty thorough. So if you're thinking about it and you're interested, I would watch that. It shows you how to get set up with everything. It shows you the Chrome extension. It shows you how to get it to your desktop. It shows you how to do it on an iPad. So it's got kind of all the things.
Yeah. Highly recommend that video if you're really into a little bit more the like bells and whistles and buttons and like all of the different settings that you can do. But this just short intro to it, as you can see, it's no harder than Screencastify. It has some more features than Screencastify. It's going to be free for longer than Screencastify. The only thing is that it saves your videos to a different place, which has its pros and cons. It's something that, like I said, the more I use, the more I feel like it's a really good tool. And yeah, I'd be happy to answer more questions about it. Russ is available to answer questions too. So if you're trying this out and you hit a wall and you're like, how do I do this? We'll be more than happy to support you using this tool. So
Absolutely.
Just wanted to open up and see if anyone else had questions, or just wanted to kind of get you started and be like, hey, this is a good thing to use. It's not too hard to do. You could just hop from Screencastify to this with like very little energy or effort. Just depends on where your videos are stored. Any other questions? We're running up on our time. So
you're not able to download videos to it, which is one thing. So like if you had videos in one place and you wanted to have them all in one place, it only is where you, like once you start, that's like where they'll be there. Like there's no way to like download a video there like YouTube. That's
right. So if you started recording some videos like in Screencastify or in Drive or in Meet or something, you can't just take a video from there and upload it to Loom, is what you're saying, Russ, correct?
Correct.
Yes. So something to consider. But if you're looking for a good solution going forward, I think it's a really neat tool to play with. It doesn't take too long. Try one of your videos on Loom. Kids won't know the difference, except that here's a different link. So a really easy thing to get into if you wanted to try something new and Screencastify really wasn't just working for you. So, okay. That's our time. I'll stick around if there's any other, and Russ, you stick around too if there's any other personal questions. Remember, you can get PDUs for this. Go to losdlogic.org for all of the other stuff that we are recording, and let us know how we can support you. Always, like we're learning new stuff every week, and we want to make sure that you also feel supported as we go forward, and we're just constantly looking for better ways to do what we're doing together. So, all right, I'm going to stop recording. Hang around if you have any other questions.